Ladies and gentlemen, hello and you're watching TTV News, some latest events in the province. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the afternoon of January 25th, the delegation of the Armed Forces of the Kingdom of Cambodia visited, gave gifts and respect to the TayNinhTV Border Guard Forces. Receiving the delegation, there was Colonel Pangvi, commander of the TayNinhTV Border Guard.
The delegation expressed gratitude for the attention and the help of the border guards of the province during the past time for the government and the people in all aspects. Colonel Lê Văn Vĩ, commander of the provincial border guard, thanks the special feeling that the units have for the border guard forces of the province, and at the same time it is hoped that in the coming time, the two sides will continue to direct the units under the right to do a good job of managing and protecting the common border between the two countries, promoting the coordination of the fighting crimes prevention and control, building a border of peace, friendship, cooperation, and mutual development. On this occasion of the Lunar New Year of 2024, the representatives of the delegations have given the gifts and wished the third and expressing their desire to continue to coordinate and cooperate more closely in performing the tasks of border management and protection. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of January the 26th, the Standing Committee of Provincial People's Council held a conference to summarize the activities of the Provincial People's Council in 2023 and deploy the work plan for 2024. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, member of the Central Executive Committee, Party Central Committee, Secretary Provincial Party Committee, and Chairman Provincial People's Council, Ms. Nguyễn Đại Thi, member of the Standing Committee of Provincial Party Committee, Standing Vice Chairwoman of the Provincial People's Council, and Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Phong, member of the Provincial Party Committee, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Council, presided over the conference. According to a report on the activities of the Provincial People's Council in 2023, the Provincial People's Council has operated actively and effectively, promoting its role as a local elected body. In 2023, the Standing Committee of the Provincial People's Council has coordinated with the Provincial People's Committee and relevant agencies to successfully organize 4 sections of the Provincial People's Council, including 2 regular sections and 2 thematic sections. At the meetings in 2023, the Provincial People's Council reviewed and approved 46 reports and 74 resolutions. And on the morning of January 26, the Provincial People's Committee held a preliminary conference and meeting to praise outstanding officers for 5 years of implementing on People's Border Guard Day in the period of 2019 and 2024. Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee, Chairman Provincial People's Committee, chaired the conference. Attending the event there also was Major General Nguyễn Hoài Phương, Deputy Commander of the Border Guard. During the period of 2019 to 2024, the Provincial Party Standing Committee and the People's Committee of the province have issued many leadership documents on the task of building and protecting national border security and on the prevention of COVID-19 pandemic to the units and localities, focusing on implementing on People's Unite for the Border Guard Day. Accordingly, the entire political system of the province has organized over 12,600 propaganda sections with more than 229,000 participants, over 13,200 hours of propaganda through loudspeakers, 53 special propaganda sections, and over 17,000 leaflets dispersed, and organized a competition to learn about the Vietnam border guard law in the province with tens of thousands of participants. In addition, the Provincial Border Guard has coordinated with the authorities at all levels to organize many meaningful programs such as Border Guard participating in building new site rural areas, building border control highlights, and a program about accompanied border women, program of border spring warms the hearts of the villagers, and support your children to school, foster children at the border guard station. And through activities, the forces have created attachment and solidarity between the forces and the people to protect the border markers and build strong border areas. And on January 26th, the Military Service Council of Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu Province came to wish the dead holidays and gave gifts to the 5th Infantry Division and visit soldiers currently performing military service in the province at the unit. The delegation was led by Mr. Bùi Chí Thành, member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee, chairman of the Vietnam Philanthropic Committee of Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu Province. In the atmosphere of intimate meeting and friendship, the two sides exchanged achievements in the past year, further affirming the close solidarity relationship between the Military Service Council of Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu Province and the 5th Infantry Division. In recent times, the unit has organized a full training for new soldier training program contents, reaching 100% or more of the required content. Currently, the soldiers have mastered how to use, repair, and master specialized techniques for some common failures of staff weapons. In addition, the unit has improved the quality of meals for the soldiers, also issue insurance cards for medical examination and treatment, and organize the soldiers to call their families. And through these activities, we have contributed to improving the spiritual life, making the soldiers feel sense of our work and consider the unit as the home, officers and soldiers as the brothers together. And on the afternoon of January 26, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee and Chairman Provincial People's Committee, came to give 300 gifts to the poor household and household in significant circumstances in the province on occasion of the death of the dragon in 2024 is coming. At the program, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Chairman of Provincial People's Committee, awarded 100 lucky money bags to the poor household and household in difficult circumstances in Thanh Tân Commune and Tân Bình of Tây Ninh City, and giving for 200 gifts, including the necessities and cars to policy families, the poor household and household in difficult circumstances in Phước Vinh Commune of Châu Thành District and Hòa Hiệp Commune of Tân Biên District. The total cost for this gift given is 260 million Việt Nam đồng, supported by Fico Cement Joint Stock Company of the Ninh Branch and Dong Thuận Hà Company Limited. And at the places where the gifts were given, the chairman of the Provincial People's Committee sent wishes for the health and peaceful and happy new year to the people, and at the same time hope that the businesses would always accompany the localities in taking care of the social welfare during this time and also the next times.
In the morning of January 25th at Samad International Border Gate, Tân Biên District, the steering committee of 515 of Tây Ninh Province held a ceremony to welcome two teams to fry and gather the remains of Vietnamese martyrs who died in the first phase of Cambodia Phase 23, Rice Season 2023-2024. Complete task returned to the country. Attending the welcoming ceremony, there were Colonel Thái Thành Đức, Deputy Political Director of the Military Region 7 Command, and Deputy Head of the Steering Committee for 515 Military Region 7, Colonel Nguyễn Thanh Phong, Political Commissioners of the Provincial Military Command, Deputy Head of the Standing Committee for Steering Committee of 515 Province, and members, representatives of the department, branches, and forces units, association and unions of the province and local authority, and a large number of people of the district. Departing troops on November 9, 2023. After 78 days of performing missions in Cambodia, two K-70 and K-71 teams shared and gathered 125 martyr remains in 5 provinces of Tabong Khmer, Komocham, Siem Reap, Banten Miche, and Odomiche province, in which Team K-70 collected 42 remains of martyr. Team K-71 collected 83 remains of martyr. In addition to the task of gathering the remains of martyr, the two teams K-70 and K-71 also coordinate to do mass mobilization, support funding, material and organize medical examination and treatment, and medicine for local people at war, supported by the Cambodian government and people, contributing to the tightening the friendship and solidarity between the two neighboring countries.
And on the afternoon of January 25th, the working delegation of the Department of Radio, Television and Electronic Information on the Ministry of Information and Communications were led by Mr. Nguyễn Hà Yên, Deputy Director of the Department of Radio and Television and Electronic Information, had a working section with the radio and television station. Welcoming and working with the delegation, there were Mr. Vũ Xuân Trường, Director of the Radio and Television Station, and Mr. Võ Văn Quý, Deputy Director of the Radio and Television Station. Reporting to the delegation, Mr. Vũ Xuân Trường, Director of the Radio and Television Station, said, in recent times, the Radio and Television Station has paid special attention and performed well the digital transformation work in the field of radio and television broadcasting, focusing on building infrastructure and producing digital content, applying the executive document management system also, the program production process management system, and communication work for the policies announcement. Mr. Nguyễn Hà Yên, Deputy Director of the Department of Radio and Television and Electronic Information, provided information related to digital transformation in the field of journalism in general and fields of radio and television in particular during the current period. According to the statistics, by 2023, there will be about 22 million VTV Go users. TayNin television channel TTV11 on the VTV Go platforms alone also attracts a large number of viewers. In January of 2024 alone, TTV11 has more than 25,000 viewers and ranking the 13th among the local channels and national essential channels of the platforms. And at the meeting, the leaders of the Department of Radio and Television and Electronic Information, Center for Digital Content Production and Development of the Vietnam Television, and TayNin Radio and Television Station discussed and share about the experience related to digital transformation, digital content production, as well as distribution on digital television platforms. And on the afternoon of January 26th, the TayNin Province Bank for Social Policies organized a conference of the workers and employee task for 2024. Attending the event, there were leaders and non-officials and workers of the entire branch of the bank. In 2023, the Provincial Social Policy Bank was well implemented the contents of the collective labor agreement. In 2023, the Provincial Social Policy Bank of the TayNin Province was well implemented the contents of the collective labor agreement, labor regulations and policies for the employees. The branch boards of directors coordinated with the grassroots trade union executive board to implement many solutions to direct and manage branch activities to complete the planned targets and assigned tasks, including the road rate outstanding debt reached over 16%, saving mobilization reached over 105% of the plan, mobilizing the local trust capital reached more than 148% of the plan. In 2024, the entire branch will focus on improving the operational quality and regularly evaluating the results of commune transaction activities, continue to coordinate closely between the Bank for Social Policies and entrust the social political organizations on levels to promptly reflect and remove limitations and obstacles at the grassroots, actively implement the work of mobilizing capital locally, and receive interest rate compensation from the central government to reach 100% of the road plan. And ladies and gentlemen, there are about 2 weeks left until the Lunar New Year of the Dragon in 2024, but at this time in Nam Mỹ commune of Nam Trực district, where the most peaches are grown in Nam Định province, there are very few customers coming to buy the peaches flowers and the weather is not favorable at all. The peaches flower bloom early. Growers are worried about the death. Contrary to every year, right from the beginning of December, many people went to the peach flower capital of Nam Mỹ to see the flower of peaches and place orders. But this year, the atmosphere of that peach trading is quite gloomy, and only a few customers come to see the peaches flowers. Every year I go to the Nam Mỹ to buy the peach flowers, and peach blossoms are very beautiful compared to other years. And this year it seems the price of peaches is a bit cheaper than last year also. And according to the peach orchard owners, because this year is a leap year and the weather is not favorable, causing peaches to bloom early, and peach prices are not as expected, causing peach growers to worry about the dead holidays. This year the weather is not favorable for the peach blossom so early, and traders come to buy them, but now there is a possibility that they will give up. Last year, peach trees cost for 200,000 Vietnam dong, but this year it costs just 180,000 Vietnam dong for each branch of flowers. And if the weather is not favorable, when there is a possibility that we will lose. A general comment about the peach prices this year is that the customers seem to be slower than usual. But on the contrary, this year peaches are very beautiful, but for some reason, there are fewer buyers than usual. At present, only a few gardens have sold from 20% to 40% of their area, and many households have not been sold any peach trees yet. And the big growers are hoping for favorable weather from now until the Lunar New Year so that the flowers do not bloom early in the hope of selling peaches at a reasonable price to earn income after a whole year of hard working.
Managing and protecting national border is very important, as in the construction and defense of the fatherland is the responsibility of the whole party, the people, the whole army, and the political system. In particular, building a people's heart position in the border area is increasingly solid, which is one of the tasks effectively performed by the party committee and the commander of Vam Trăng Trâu Border Guard Command.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vam Trăng Trâu Border Guard Station manages and the border sections of nearly 23.5 kilometers long and including more than 9.5 kilometers of river border and nearly 14 kilometers of land border in the two communes of Border and Phước Vinh, Châu Thành District, Taynan Province, and on the Paris Prairie adjacent to the Dom Commune, Romias Hag district of Swiving Province, the Kingdom of Cambodia. In order to perform well the task of protecting the borders and landmarks, the unit has organized a patrol and control along the border to promptly detect and prevent violations of the law on borders and territories. And the mass mobilization team often cooperates with the local government in the commune to propagate to the radio speakers and propagate directly to the people in the near time of the dead if and all kinds of crimes and smuggling occurs a lot. And then ask the local people and the people to detect timely report and fight to prevent the crimes. And since being propagated and mobilized, the people have understood that the task of protecting national border sovereignty is not only the task of the border guard, but also the responsibility of each citizen. Here, the border guards often go to the locality to propagate about the party's guidelines and policies and the laws of the state, at the same time the national border law. Since then, the people have also complied with the party's policy, participating with the border guard of the border sovereignty and national territory. And the people in the border area understand most of all. If security and order at the border are maintained, they will be assured of developing production and developing the family economy also. And through propaganda campaigning, it has gradually raised awareness and responsibility of the people in the commune. With the high determination of the border guards and the people, believing that the people's position hard in the course of managing and protecting the national border areas will become more and more solid, contributing to maintaining the territorial sovereignty and national border security. And ladies and gentlemen, another year of building and replicating many effective pilot models, training and vocational training for the rural workers, the Taynan agricultural extension sector has completed its functions, contributing to changing the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development and the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development in Taynan Province also. In 2003, the Taynan Agricultural Extension Center implemented 13 agricultural extension models along the value chain, transferring seedlings, farming techniques, animal husbandry, and aquaculture according to the goals of the agricultural sector restructuring projects in the province. And in the field of cultivation, implementing a high-quality rice production model on a scale of 30 hectares in Châu Thành District and Bến Cầu District and Hoa Tân Châu also, using new varieties such as ST25, ST24, OM18, Dragon Blood, etc. to apply in the tree reduction, tree increase method, link production, reduce investment costs, improve the quality, incentive fruit tree farming models, and 15 hectares in scale, implementing the new technology transfer in care, pest prevention, advanced economical irrigation, and mechanization. And all of the above models are implemented on the basis of linking products consumption. Facing with the trend of developing fruit gardens, Bảo Đông Commune will establish one fruit tree cooperative and 3 durian growing cooperative groups following the VIT-GAP direction. Previously only sold to traders, when the durian cooperatives meet the VIT-GAP standards, many businesses came to sign contracts and to buy own products at higher prices because they could be sold in the foreign markets. In the fields of livestock farming, the agricultural extension sector also supports, provides seeds and guides farmers to yield new praise with a high economic value, implement biosafely, farming methods, contributing to diversifying the livestock products, raising models of raising domestic pigs and broilers organically and intensity and Hua Thanh Tao. Breeding goals with a scale of 60 goals in Châu Thành, Bến Cầu district and Hua Thanh Tao also. In the fields of fisheries, the agricultural extension sector also had a good harvest, with many effective farming models and many households come to learn from experience and practice successfully. Faculty of Fisheries in Ho Chi Minh City University of Agriculture also transfer techniques to prevent some disease on aquatic products and water source treatment so that the aquaculture of households in the district also have the opportunity to access advanced technology and techniques to serve the province's aquaculture development. From An Giang province to Tân Biên area to start a business. First, he encountered countless of difficulties, but Mr. Nguyễn Văn Giao tried to stick to the profession of raising the lodges. And from research on treating heavily oleum-contaminated water source to finding the ways to free the fish, the biological parents maintaining the fry failed many times. Now it's their turn to succeed, and it is the first place in Tân province to breed this kind of fish. And Mr. Yao Fish Hatcheries is providing lodges to many provinces and cities nationwide with an annual revenue of more than 1.5 billion Vietnam dong. Another year of good harvest, and family from urban to rural didn't have the prosperity from bumper harvest and effective farming crops. Another year of harvesting many agricultural products, receiving the new knowledge in livestock production. Farmers are more confident receiving the knowledge in the livestock production. The farmers are more confident that they will get rich from traditional occupation from livestock and the crops on their rural land in the coming time for the next seasons.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.